355 MBQS, the Jayco Eagle, baby. That is what we are taking a tour of today. What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am pretty darn juiced up. I've had a great time on vacation with my wife. I come back, do some videos. Now I'm at Jayco. First time here. This factory is seriously impressive. Very clean cut, organized. I mean, compared to most of the dealerships or most of the manufacturers, they got it going on. But today, like I said, we're taking a tour of the 2026 Jayco Eagle 355 MBQS. That's going to be mid-bunk quad slide. So pretty darn snazzy, pretty darn pinkies up. I think you guys are going to like it. Now, for more information, like pricing, I'm going to put a link for Funtown RV, but I'm also going to put the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, all that good stuff down in the description. If you guys don't mind, if it's your first time tuning in, or maybe you're not yet, hit that subscribe button for daily RV content, or drop a hello if you're not ready to subscribe, but you have no idea how much it helps, and I would greatly appreciate your help in that, seeing it's kind of what I do for a living now. But right into here, you got your mid-bunk room. We'll just take a little peek of that, and then you also have that loft there up top. So pretty darn cool if you have kids. That mid-bunk room can also be a like an office or a gaming room too if you don't have the kids. So pretty darn cool. Could be a heck of a walk-in closet as well. So dual opposing slides back here. Pretty darn classic rear living kind of setup, I would say, where you have the the cooking and entertainment over here, and then you have the seating and eating over on this side. But a couple things that Jayco does a little differently is, one, I think their aesthetics are really nice, but two, they use a cloth furniture, which is interesting. And I believe, and maybe the Jayco Eagle uses all these. I have to do a little bit of research on them. But I have seen like a gray cloth as well. But man, it just feels nice. Feels like it's going to stand the test of time more than some of those like pleather ones would do. So this, I keep backing up into this island like I'm some barbarian. But as you can see, plenty of moving and grooving room if you're not fumbling and bumbling around with the camera on both sides. Again, because of those dual opposing. I even like how they notched that out to make it a little bit wider for you. But right over here, this is where I usually like to start, on that left side, that campside slide. No staple holes in the fascias here. It's all going to be adhered on from the back. Really nice and sturdy. Another thing, because the AC is actually on right now. You notice that there's no exposed AC. It's because they use the Whisper Quiet AC system. So you just see the air returns, and then obviously it's ducted on back. But again, you got a little bit of storage, table for two that pulls out for four, big windows for big views or big breezes, whichever way that you want to go. You also got the old Dracula shade, baby. Stop the skin from sizzling. Keep some nosy eyes out. You're ready to rock. What am I doing wrong there? I don't know how it goes back up, but surely it does. I'm probably just doing something a little goofy. But you got the USB-C and the USB right there. And then all the windows are going to be tinted. Flush mount slide as well. So your slide height, while it's a mid-profile, is still going to be enough to to walk under. So you're probably looking at about 6'1", 6'2" there. You have a couple recliners with cup holders and a place to put your wife's books. It's also going to be, one has got power there too. It's also going to be directly across from your TV. So a good viewing angle. Let me go to the far one here. Kind of plop down. That is going to be what you're looking like. It's also going to be, damn, it's actually kind of comfortable. Something about that cloth, man, just really works. That cloth is just, it's warming on the bones, warm on the skin. Feels nice. And then this actually makes a pretty good armrest, but that's a little TV dinner tray you can pop in to the cup holder. But it's right across from your TV, your fireplace, and that thing's on. A couple different color modes. Gets you nice and a roasty and a toasty. In an RV that's this size, it'll pretty much heat the entirety of this area with very low effort. If it's 45, 50 degrees, you're good to go. Burn up that electric down at the campground. So this is a good spot for the Funkel to sleep. Someone that's not going to be in the pull-out in the mid-bunk. This makes about a queen-size bed right there, so you can drop it down. Maybe use the TV trays there instead. Whatever you want to do. It's your RV, I'm not telling you. So you got a couple outlets, USBs, universal Cs. Again, good window coverage, emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. And then right here as well, you do have some overhead storage. Now it's going to be a little tall for my wife, but for me, it's no problem, and that's all that counts. You're also, okay, so here's the Helix Whisper Quiet, 40% quieter. And I'll tell you, it is a quiet Whisper Quiet system. Now I'd say it's 40% quieter than a regular system, unless everyone uses Helix, because it doesn't seem quieter than any other Whisper Quiets I've been in. But you got the MB Court system, which is a really nice bump-in kind of audio play for you. And then again, the fireplace, the TV. You got a little bit of storage here back behind. Well, it's strapped in, but you got a little bit of storage back there as well. And then I like how they're using the fancy hinges right there, so I'm hands-free. And you see it's also going to be the soft close. Moving it back along into the kitchen here, we're over on the island where you have controls for the accent lighting. You also have a couple plug-ins, solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. If you're someone that does dishes, you'll be happy to know it's got the old tick-tock sink-a-rooney where you got your cup cleaner, soap dispenser, waterfall with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. And then who wants garbage cans, baby? Right there, you got it. Plus, you got a shelf for all your stuff. And I don't know if you saw it. I didn't show it very well there, but you do have shutoff valves as well. 3 drawers that are this size and 1 drawer that's about twice the depth over there. Now, let me back it up and turn it around downtown. You got yourself an oven with a 3-top burner to whip up all the fixins. An oven big enough for like a pizza, possibly one of those little fancy Cornish hens. Storage both left and right, so a couple pull-out drawers. Top one's a hair smaller. But again, solid surface countertops, solid center disposition. The fake tile backdrop that looks like real tile. It's pretty cool. And then storage left and right. And then you flip it around. You got your 12-volt refrigerator strapped in, so I don't want to mess with that, but 2 different freezer trays down there as well. And you got a nice little hutch that would be great for like a Keurig. You see you got the plugins that you need. That'd be a good little spot. Plus you got junk drawers. Bottom 2 bowls are going to be just a hair bigger. Fuse box down on the floor. Sorry, I'm trying to move fast. I got 4 more models to record, and then a 4-hour drive home. I told the wife that I was going to be going to Detroit. I thought I was going to go to the Detroit RV show, but man, after traveling to Ireland and then immediately getting off a 12-hour flight, with layovers, we went straight to our kids' homecoming game. Barely made that. I'm just getting to the point where I'm whooped. And I just want to go home, surprise the wife, maybe have a little movie night, and we'll be in action. So sorry for anybody that was expecting me there. It's just one of those times, you just gotta do something for you. So the mid-bunk room, again, you have the accent lighting. You are going to get the sofa in here that does pull out to make some sleeping. I would say probably a full-size bed. So someone that is, my size can definitely fit in there just fine. You also have another emergency exit. Emergency exit salida. I wonder if salida means emergency in Spanish. Salida. I'll Google that later. It's going to haunt me for the rest of the day. So right here, you also got a desk, which is pretty cool. I mean, all your, desk supplies can go right in there. You got an area for your TV, and then you can put a TV backer right there as well. But the head height in here, even though there's a loft above, is pretty nice. I mean, you're looking at 6'4", so it's probably about 2 inches higher than most of the mid-bunks on these mid-pros that I see, which is nice. So I'm curious to see if that's because they shortened up the top bunk or not. So it looks like the top bunk might be a little bit shorter than some of them out there, but I really don't think it's a problem because people are usually putting their younger kids up here or their storage will go up here. But for a younger kid, like our 12-year-old, I mean, there's no problem getting in there. He's going to have a blast. He's going to set up his TV. My 4-year-old will crawl back in the corner and scream, and I have to go up there and get her. No problemo. Maximum sleep capacity, 600 pounds. It says storage, 400 pounds. I'm not sure why that's different. Maybe it's because it's sitting up there all the time. But that gives you some good information on that. And then here into the bedroom, or into the bathroom, this would make a pretty crappy bedroom with the toilet right there. But it is a porcelain foot flush throne. And you got the little octopus doodads just sitting there waiting to, hang a towel on me. And then as you open this up, storage, storage, storage. It just keeps going down. Pretty big size shower too. Let me get in here real quick. So it does say it has a storage backer seat location too. So I guess it's backed if you want to put one of those teak seats. I'm going to guess probably 6'6". That's pretty good. You also have the steamer sink sucker 2000 right there. And you got a mirror to check out the old bowling gun, baby. Open this thing up. Boom. Right there, Suburban on-demand hot water heater. You also have yourself a little bit of a sink. And a pull-out drawer there up underneath, too. All right, as we come back along onto this side, you got a king bed. I think I saw an option for a queen bed, if you would prefer. But you're also going to get, I think, probably a little storage up underneath. Yeah, you got a little storage up underneath. It is on the strut system, too. A little oomph to push it back down. It's harder to push it up or down than it is going up. Window, mini headboard. And then flip it around here. You got your TV bracket location, all the appropriate plugins. This is pretty cool. You can actually put a 12-volt TV in here if you would like. Again, Yeah, it's just kind of cool to have that option, I suppose. I don't know here or the other, but I guess you can run off your, if the power goes off, you can still watch TV, which is nice. Emergency exit. Let's see, is there any storage there? Nope. And then you got the 3 pull-out drawers, the bottom one being a little bit bigger. More of them over here, same situation, where the top drawer is going to be smaller than the bottom drawer. And then you also have yourself kind of like a little hamper area. That's probably where all my stuff would go. And then all of her stuff would go, you know, everywhere else. All right, so right back here, you got the triple octopus doodads for triple hoodies. And then you also have washer and dryer location as well. So you got the washer and dryer hookup. But all right, guys, drop a comment and let me know what you think. And if you guys have made it this far, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button or drop a comment and say hello. I got some big things cooking that I'm going to start draining my life savings on. So hopefully I can start making a bigger impact to the community and, you know, get some things going. But there'll be more to come on that. But make sure to join my Facebook page if you'd like to hear a little bit more regularly on that. But hopefully it goes well and makes sense, because it's going to be quite the investment for my family. We don't make a ton of money, but I got a little bit extra right now, and I'm trying to turn it into something special. But all right, 2026 Jayco Eagle 355 MBQS. That's mid-bunk quad slide. Link for Funtown for pricing and locations. Down in the description, we'll have all the specifications that you need. But clean cut exterior, nothing too crazy. Molded fiberglass front cap with the ember lights. You have the awning here, the awning there. You know, so you're covered as far as shade is concerned. You have electric auto level on this, so not the hydraulic auto. But if you want something like that, you might want to start looking at bumping up to, you know, like a North Point or something like that. Big time storage. Love to see that there. And you got the water filters. I'll show you that there on the other side. And then right over here, you know, you got all your different outlets, cable antenna, you know, A and B, so that's zone A and B. And then your low point drain access. Let's see what we got behind this. Oh, nice. Little exterior refrigerator. Got your speakers on the outside. You got a friction hinge door. And then, of course, you have the easy lift. Not a friction hinge door, by the way. Sorry about that. Your easy entrance. So in the wind, you'll want to lock that bad boy up right here. So let me go ahead and just do that real quick. So I'm about to run my 3-minute tour. I don't need that thing banging around on me. So you got the dual axles, and they're going to be using the ST235-80 R16. So you got the 16-inch tires, 2 + 3 year structural warranty. It's also going to be warranted for full-time living as well. You got a little tree with a couple rocks over here. I said that for fun. The Solera 3000 series. So it's going to be an efficient 12-volt system there for your awning. And then on the back, pretty classic. Except you have your towing package. So 2-inch receiver, 3,000-pound tow rating, 300-pound hitch rating. Ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof with the backup camera prep as well. Now moving along here, you got your cable slide on this back one. So that's going to be because they're a little bit heavier. And then it goes to, is that rack and pinion and slim rack? You got 3 different types of, it's interesting. You got 3 different types. I guess it's for, you know, the big, medium, and little. You're also got the Solera system right there too. So it's going to be prepped for a slide topper. So pretty darn easy to install, but it's a piece of awning that goes over the top, you know, and you're ready to go. Right there's going to be your Drano. And then the back end of your Suburban on-demand tankless hot water heater with your plug-in there. And then as you open up this, notice how it is on the strut, but you have your docking station. So you got yourself, you know, your city water connection, sanitizing, you know, your black tank flush, all that good stuff. And then over on this side, you got your water filter as well. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter. This is the 2026 Jayco Eagle 355 MBQS. Hope to catch you next time. See you. Meow, 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 meow. Rump, dump, rump, bump, 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 rump, bump, bump, bump.